third evidence of covalent bonding in complex compound comes from Nephelauxatic effect. Okay, Nephelauxatic means cloud expansion. Meaning of Nephelauxatic is expansion. It is a Greek word. Nephelauxatic is a Greek word and meaning of Nephelauxatic is cloud expansion. Okay, so here there is expansion of d orbital. There is expansion of d orbital takes place, and that gives us evidence of covalent bonding in complex compound. Okay, now what happens here? Now see, it is observed that dd electron repulsion. It is observed that dd electronic repulsion is less in complex than free metal ion. Okay, what does it mean? So for example, I have one complex. I have this complex, and on other hand I have ion, free metal ion. Okay, now see, this complex has metal, ion is the metal, so this metal has electrons. Okay, it has d electrons, even this has d electrons. So there is d electron, inter-electron. See, inside this there is electronic repulsion takes place, electron repulsion takes place everywhere. So over here dd electron repulsion is less, and here dd electron repulsion is little bit more. Clear? Now why this repulsion is less? Repulsion is, say two electrons are at this distance and there is a repulsion, and if I want to reduce this repulsion, what can I do? I can increase the distance. Okay, so here also electron repulsion is less because there is increase in distance. Okay, so why this distance increases? See, you have d orbital, one d orbital here, one d orbital here, here is the electrons. Clear? So there is electronic repulsion takes place. Now this electronic repulsion reduces because distance increases. So one here, other one at this position. Now this distance increases because there is expansion of d orbital takes place like this. Okay, so d orbital expansion takes place. So this is the expansion of d orbital takes place. So earlier these electrons were quite close, now they are at distance. Clear? So then distance increases, and this distance increase because of the expansion of d orbital. Okay, this expansion of d orbital is called as Nephelauxatic effect. Now the question is, why this d orbital expands? Now this d orbital expands because there is some overlapping between d orbital of metal and ligand electron. There is interaction or overlapping between d orbital of metal and ligand electron. Okay, and when there is overlapping of electrons, means definitely there is a covalent bonding. Okay, so this evidence tells us that there is covalent bonding in the complex. Clear? And the ability of expanding d orbital, this ligand expands this d orbital. Okay, and so there are different ligand has different ability of expanding ligand, and depending upon their ability, ligands are arranged in a series, Nephelauxatic series. Clear? We have two series. One is called as spectrochemical series, where you have stronger ligand goes weaker that way. And here we have ligands which has ability to expand d orbital, called as Nephelauxatic ligand series. Two series are different. Clear? So this is called as Nephelauxatic effect. And from this evidence we can conclude that we have studied three evidences. One is ESR spectra, DD intensity, and third one is Nephelauxatic effect. Okay, so from these three evidences we conclude that there is covalent bonding in complex compound. we have finished one one unit, and now we'll start with the second unit. Okay, name of the unit is same, that is theories of metal ligand bond, but it's one part and second part.